The concept of a Satanic New World Order has been a topic of speculation and debate among various groups, with some believing it to be a secretive organization seeking to control and manipulate global events. One of the alleged tools being used by this supposed entity is climate change propaganda, which is purportedly aimed at oppressing individuals and restricting their freedoms. According to this narrative, the Satanic New World Order is utilizing the threat of climate change to instill fear and anxiety among the population, thereby gaining control over their lives and decisions. This is allegedly achieved through the dissemination of misleading information and the manipulation of data to create a sense of urgency and panic. By doing so, the New World Order supposedly aims to impose its own brand of authoritarian governance, restricting individual rights and freedoms under the guise of protecting the environment. Proponents of this theory argue that the climate change agenda is being used to push for radical policies and reforms that would fundamentally alter the existing social and economic order. This includes the implementation of stringent regulations, taxes, and restrictions on energy consumption, transportation, and other aspects of daily life. By portraying climate change as an existential threat, the Satanic New World Order allegedly seeks to justify the imposition of a totalitarian regime where individual autonomy and choice is severely curtailed. Furthermore, some argue that the climate change narrative is being used to promote a form of eco-totalitarianism, where the state exercises absolute control over all aspects of life, from food production and consumption to education and entertainment. This, in turn, is seen as a means of suppressing dissent and opposition, as anyone questioning the official climate change narrative is labelled a denier or a skeptic, and is thus marginalized and excluded from the public discourse. Moreover, the alleged Satanic New World Order is also accused of using climate change propaganda to manipulate the global economy and redistribute wealth. By promoting the idea of a green economy and the need for a radical transformation of the existing energy and industrial systems, the New World Order supposedly aims to create new opportunities for profiteering and exploitation. This includes the promotion of unproven and unsustainable technologies, such as wind and solar power, which are often subsidized by governments and funded by taxpayer money. In addition, the climate change agenda is also seen as a means of advancing a Malthusian agenda, which aims to reduce the global population and impose strict controls on reproduction and consumption. By portraying the world as facing an imminent environmental catastrophe, the Satanic New World Order allegedly seeks to justify the implementation of draconian measures to limit population growth, such as forced sterilization, abortion, and other forms of coercive birth control. However, it is essential to note that these claims are highly speculative and lack concrete evidence to support them. The idea of a Satanic New World Order using climate change propaganda to oppress individuals is a conspiracy theory that has been widely debunked by experts and scholars. The overwhelming scientific consensus is that climate change is a real and pressing issue, driven by human activities such as deforestation, pollution, and the burning of fossil fuels. In conclusion, while the idea of a Satanic New World Order using climate change propaganda to oppress individuals is a compelling narrative, it remains a speculative and unfounded claim. The climate change debate is a complex and multifaceted issue, driven by a range of factors, including scientific research, economic interests, and political agendas. Rather than relying on conspiracy theories and unsubstantiated claims, it is essential to approach this issue with a critical and nuanced perspective, recognizing the complexities and uncertainties involved. By doing so, we can work towards a more informed and constructive dialogue, focused on finding effective solutions to the real challenges posed by climate change rather than succumbing to baseless speculation and fear-mongering.